Yeah. He had this tweet. I'm not a Dramatuber anymore. As he said back on yesterday. It's like, how long ago was that? That was 26 hours ago. He is escaping. He's probably... A lot of people would argue like he had already escaped. Let's pull up the video because it's really quick. So if you go, like, this is interesting. If you go to his link tree, right? It's like Discord link, and he's linking to his gaming YouTube first, his anime YouTube first, and then his VTuber YouTube. And the VTuber TikTok, right? Like, it's all very separate. Yeah, Penumbral, we'll talk about that in a moment. But, and that's because he's just not been, you know, making a lot of content on the, yeah, I'm sure. He's not been making a lot of content, more for like the big stuff. And like the YouTube algorithm has just been, just basically told him to take a hike, which is so annoying. They've been pulling that on our channel. And if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. I'm surprised that he didn't make like one final push for like 100K because he was so close. And so sure enough, he did this video and he was like, I know I'm going to lose subs. And sure enough, he lost like 400 subs or something like that. That sucks. Because he was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this content anymore. It's like, I don't get people that like unsub from channels. I can't remember the last time I ever actively like unsubbed from a YouTube channel. That's so alien to me. Because it's like, if they really change content, sure. But otherwise, if they stop making content, then it's like, well, I wouldn't notice anyways. So, like, I'm not going to unsub because of that. Like, I thought the days of curating your subs died years ago. People usually don't unless they get reminded of it. I guess so. It's so strange. So, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go for the silver play button stuff, honestly. Unsubbing due to scandal. Yeah, I mean, that's something different. I'm talking like, you know, when you just tell your audience, like, hey, guys, we're kind of closing up shop, or, you know, we're not doing as much content. People unsub over that. It's like, what the hell? Like, okay. It died when YouTube stopped letting people have a page that just listed their sub videos. I mean, but you have that? It's the subscription page, isn't it? Isn't that what? Unless you mean something different. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. I unsubbed from him, not gonna lie. I don't watch his Let's Plays. Well, but, okay, maybe people are confused then. Because, like, this channel doesn't have... It doesn't have that. Like, he was doing some streams. He was trying out a little bit. Right? So, I guess, like, yeah, if you're not interested in the live stream stuff where he's just playing games, I kind of get it, sure. But that usually hasn't been the content. Anyways. Yeah, I can probably say with certainty, like, my channel is probably just gonna stay as is. I don't see myself pivoting unless it's like to a more like evergreen, like, this is something that happened in VTuber history. Like, again, something like Rima had done, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. That's the only thing I could possibly think of that I would ever try with my channel. If I made like a Nikkei channel, it would be a totally different channel. I never try to put that on my main channel as it is. Yeah. I'll go full Nikkei channel next week. No! No. Anyways. Turn off the music. Let's watch this very quickly. This is like just 2.5 minutes. He had a stream, but we're just gonna watch this 2.5 minute thing. Nikki ID, that's right. Nikki ID. Yetzer, thank you very much for the 16 months. Thank you for almost 1.5 years. Or better yet, a karaoke channel from the boss man. No! No. Let's go ahead and see how loud this is.
Quitting VTuber drama content for the foreseeable future. Of course, I still plan to talk about certain
Man, he just goes right into it.
I am officially quitting VTuber drama content for the foreseeable future. Of course, I still plan to talk about certain graduations and actual news content that I feel needs to be talked about, but for the most part, my content is going to be undergoing a huge shift. I'll be streaming, doing normal VTuber and streamer stuff, and uploading those streams as actual edited videos, and will pretty much be doing stuff I want to do. Now, I do know some of you may be asking why I'm quitting, and the answer is because I just don't want to do this type of content anymore. I don't find it enjoyable or fulfilling in any way whatsoever. And there are
I mean, is that, and I wonder, I didn't ask him, but I wonder if that's been a gradual thing. Because I don't imagine that was always the case, but I wonder if that was a gradual thing, or if it was just like night and day, like one day it was like, nope, not anymore.
There are a few reasons for that, like the space being extremely toxic and needing to walk on eggshells constantly for what I cover and what I talk about. For example,
video is a step lower than your voice. Yeah, that's on purpose.
Well, say I have a fan of one agency that's here to watch me talk good about that agency and wants to stay in the loop about the bad shit other agencies are doing. If I then decide to make a video calling out bad practices from the agency they love, I'm then flooded with angry comments and people unsubbing because I'm remaining unbiased in my coverage for the most part. There's also the fact that I was always sitting on Twitter for like 8.
So let's maybe talk about that, because that's a whole thing to unpack. Which was, you know, you got this viewership base, but, you know, viewer to viewer, some of them have their preferences, right? Like, some of them are more Hololive fans, more other agency fans, maybe more indie fans, maybe. Because, you know, you're just kind of getting this general VTuber audience. You're not like the Hololive guy. You're not the XYZ guy. You're just a VTuber anything news guy, right? And it's interesting now, having been in this space long enough myself and knowing how the different fan bases react. It's really interesting. Obviously, we know how the Nichi Sanji fans react.